Check 1, 2, 3, 4. Check 1, 2, 3, 4.
Testing. Testing, testing. Check 1, 2.
Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2.
Testing, testing. Check 1, 2.
Okay. Audio check.
Audio testing. Audio testing.
Ooh. Now are we good? Yeah. Okay. Keep it rolling, right? Yeah. How's your day going? Good? Yeah? Okay. I like it. Dallas is doing pretty
Testing, testing. Warm-up test. Testing for the warm-ups.
good. Good. Oh.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to live high school football here in the John Mendola Show Network. Nate Johns will be our reporter, a junior at Dallas area on the sideline tonight as Crestwood and Dallas get ready to play some football here at Mountaineer Stadium. So Dallas coming out to win last week as the Mountaineers make their way to the stadium. And Dallas took care of Abington Heights last week. In the meantime, Crestwood all over the Valley View Cougars and took care of business at home. So the first road test for Crestwood in week number 2. So we get ready for our national anthem, and Nate Johns will join us on the sideline right before we get ready to kick off.
Thank you. And now, our national anthem.
Live high school football tonight here on the John Mendola Show Network. We thank you so much for joining us, and we're getting ready. It is high school football season week number 2. Our sideline reporter, Nate Johns, down there ready to tell us his excitement for this evening's game.
So, John, we have 2 teams here coming off great defensive performances in week 1. Crestwood holding Valley View, who was led by All-State running back Connor Hilling, to 7 points. Dallas holding Abington to 14 points. Let's see which defense can win the battle tonight. And, John, we'll send it back up to you.
Thank you very much, Nate. We appreciate your reports from the sidelines. Want to thank our friends at McCarthy Tire Service, open until 3 o'clock tomorrow. Manuka Subaru, it's all we do, open tomorrow until 2 o'clock. The Athletic Republic, Dallas and Music, training for competitive athletes and training for active adults. And Comets Law, injury attorneys, 570-829-1111. That's cometslaw.com. And our game sponsors tonight, also we'll get to Diamond Manufacturing, and want to thank President Dave Simpson, Crestwood graduate, but supporting both teams, Dallas area. Of course, a big-time Dallas supporter with his kids attending here at Dallas. And our friends at Amory Sleep Solutions, full-service sleep apnea testing facility in a private upscale suite covered by your health insurance. Call 570-270-6525 for all your CPAP supplies. That is Amory Sleep Solutions, located on Route 315, right in the border there of Wilkes-Barre and Plains Township. And our friend Mark Farrell with American Capital Finance. Well, we'll give you more details about Mark Farrell and American Capital Finance, NMLS number 142029, as the ball fell off, a little anticlimactic. And our friends at Dee's Diner and East Main Street in Wilkes-Barre, across from the casino. 24 hours, 7 days a week. Hey, it's 9 o'clock. It's hard to find places open. Dee's Diner's open all the time. The kickoff, and we are underway as Crestwood takes it from about the 8-yard line, working up across the 23, maybe the 25-yard line. We get a little bit of a scrum there. So here come the Comets on their first possession as we kick off high school football season here in northeastern Pennsylvania on the second week. So Labor Day weekend, we're kicking it off and getting underway here at Mountaineer Stadium. Freshman quarterback. He's going to roll over to his right-hand side, and Dallas right there at the 25-yard line. So Jaden Shedlock will wear number 10. Again, 5'11", 175 pounds. Heard a lot of good things about Jaden. You got to feel a little bit of a pressure as a freshman stepping into the varsity action, as we'll get Magnus Bibla over to the right-hand side. Everybody knows Pop, 6'2", 210 pounds. Shedlock out in the flat, throws it low, and it'll be third down and long here for Crestwood. They tried to get that out to Noah Schultz, the talented running back, 6'2", $175. So Parker Balesta was the difference guy last week for Dallas. We're 45 seconds into this contest. So they'll bring over Schultz to the right-hand side. They got the tight end over on the right-hand side, Noah Grigas. Shedlock's rolling. He's got plenty of company over there, but he's going to get towards that first down. He's really close. Think he got enough, and he did. So a great job there by the freshman, Jaden Shedlock, scrambling for the first down. Fans, if you're looking for a community bank that supports high school sports, check out FNCB Bank. FNCB has 16 locations throughout northeastern Pennsylvania, and they support many local teams. Stop into any branch or visit fncb.com for a simply better banking experience. FNCB Bank, member FDIC. So here is Crestwood. They'll roll over to the right-hand side, right to Schultz, very direct. He goes to the 35-yard line. A host of Dallas Mountaineers over on the stop. So a hard-hitting affair thus far between these two. So Balesta and Van Orden in on that stop. 10:43 on the clock. We are in quarter number one. Our sideline reporter and junior here at Dallas area, Nate Johns, will be joining us throughout the broadcast. Three receivers over to the left-hand side. Shedlock is going to look over there. Got an X route. He's going to try to break containment. He does just that. They're going to hone in on him, but not before he gets out to the 40-yard line. So a good job by Shedlock, who has that athletic ability. And some of the big daddies up front, they're putting the hands on the hips for Dallas, chasing this versatile kid. And we're going to get a penalty here, I think, against Dallas, which will march it out for a first down. I want to thank our friend Tracy Zarola, Lewis and Freeman Real Estate, representing buyers and sellers in the Back Mountain and the West Side. Call Tracy if you're looking to sell your home, 570-696-0723. Tracy Zarola with Lewis and Freeman. So here comes Crestwood on the first down into Mountaineer territory, thanks to a few penalties. And this is a high snap. This is going back about 10 yards. Schultz picks it up. He's going to try to make two, but 3 or 4 Dallas Mountaineers there and a big loss on the play. So they'll lose, 12 yards or so on that high snap for the Comets with 9:30 on the clock. So Crestwood now coming out of that huddle. Shedlock looking to throw out in the flat. He's got a dude. And out across the 45-yard line, back into Dallas territory goes Noah Schultz. Well, good job by Shedlock. That'll bring up third down now and 10. So they get 11 yards back on that. Appreciate you joining us this evening here on the John Mendola Show Network. A little different look for us tonight. Excited going forward on what we're going to be able to offer you here on the John Mendola Show. Out to Schultz in the flat. He's got a little wiggle room. He gets 5 yards down to the 40-yard line. He'll set up fourth down here for Crestwood. So like the offensive look right now out of Crestwood, that little bit of versatility it seems like they have, and now the officials are going to chat a little bit. So the clock, they're going to reset something, and it should be fourth down here. So Crestwood looking over to the side. So lots of thinking over there. Little hat signal, not sure what that all means, but it means something. So Bibb will go over to the right-hand side. So will three other dudes. So they're loaded up on the right-hand side, unbalanced. Shedlock's going to look. He's got a guy crossing. They throw it and knocked away at the last second. Is that Turpak coming in there? Of course it is. Lucas Turpak with that hand in there to deny it, and now Dallas will take over the football. Want to thank our friends at Diamond Manufacturing, President Dave Simpson. They've been in business for over a century. People remember Diamond's president back in the 60s and 70s, Charlie Flack, and then Rusty Flack. And, Diamond Manufacturing, they've had a lot of longevity. And Dave Simpson, quoted as saying, extremely talented people who have an expertise that can't be matched. That's how we become successful. Want to thank Dave Simpson and Diamond Manufacturing, a Crestwood alum, but his kids went to Dallas, and a Mountaineer supporter. I think he's got two hearts he's wearing tonight. Here comes Jeske. He's shot down immediately. Great job defensively getting in the backfield is Crestwood, and that was Bibla. So Magnus Bibla, 6'2", 210 pounds. Anything like his pops, physical player. Dad's a state trooper, played in the NFL, University of Miami. Here comes Dallas now, second down. Looking to run the football, they do for a couple yards. And coming up on the bottom of that pile is going to be number 21 for Crestwood, Logan Rolls. And Kakalachik. So Rolls is 5'9", $170. He is a junior. So 3rd and 6 coming up here for Dallas. Long 6, that is. Dallas, two receivers to each side. They'll end up putting an extra one over here. They're going to go long. Ball's out. Batiki's got a dude wide open. Oh, and Pacheski just dropped it. A rare mistake. Little chatter back there in the defensive backfield. And Pacheski, that's a rare mistake from him. just didn't get that all the way in. The Crestwood guy was right on him. We'll bring up fourth down in a punting situation here. And Pacheski will get the honors of kicking this thing away. 6:19 on the clock. Here's a kick. It is a wobbler, and it'll go out of bounds about the 27, 28-yard line. So not too shabby. Whether you are a first-time home buyer, investor, or a current homeowner looking to lower your rate and term, American Capital Finance, your go-to mortgage company in both Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Give Mark Farrell a call, 215-570-2521. Free mortgage consultation. Again, it is Mark Farrell. You could give him a call. 215-570-2521, NMLS number 142029 for Mark Farrell and American Capital Finance. Here comes the Comets of Crestwood. 1st and 10. Shedlock looks in the flat, a little wide over there, intended for Schultz. They want to try to get it in his hands. Nate Malarkey defending over there in the flat. 6:08 on the clock. So Crestwood again coming off that victory over Valley View last week. And Crestwood will come up here 2nd and 10. So here come the Comets. Shedlock, he's buying time. He's getting out to the flat. Parker Bolesta's out there. He fakes one guy out and then forced out of bounds. So our sideline reporter, Nate Johns, is down on their sideline. Let's head down to Nate. Nate?
So a big stop there for Crestwood on their last defensive possession, and a story for two of their defenders, Magnus and Lincoln Bibla. Their father played in the NFL, attended the University of Miami. Father attended the University of Miami and played for the Atlanta Falcons. John, we'll send it back up to you for 3rd down.
You got it. Very good, Nate. Yes, the Biblas, they're talented young men, and Dad, very talented as well. So here comes Shedlock, right in the flat. He's got a guy wide open. They're going to break it on the right-hand side. Oh, what a job there as it's close to a 1st down. Peters over there. They complete it to Robert Knight. And the chain gang is a-moving. They sucked in the one defender, went outside. Dallas recovered well because that could have been a jailbreak there. But a great job. So here comes Crestwood now. Receivers to the left, running backs to the left. Little movement. Don't know if they caught anything. Right to Schultz, and Schultz will go up to the 43, maybe the 45-yard line. Taken out over there by Farrell. So Farrell in on the stop on that one. Need some help getting ready for college? College Coaching Elite can help you. Go to the College Coaching Elite Facebook page. Northeastern Pennsylvania families take advantage of 25% off college admissions consulting with a special discount from our sponsor here. Jump on this. Offer expires in a couple of weeks at the end of September. collegecoachingelite.com. So here comes Schultz. Straight forward up to the 48-yard line. So Farrell again in on the stop. Gets a little bit of help, but close to a chain gang mover. 3rd down and short here for Crestwood. So what do you call on 3rd down and 1? Power football. Let's see some of these big daddies up front for Crestwood. John Jones, Aiden Jardine, 6'3", 265. Goes Jardine. John, 6'1", 275. And we got movement up front. It's false start here on Crestwood. That's a huge play there. So one of the Dallas linemen, Farrell, went from a stance to up in the air or vice versa. And that created a little bit of something there for Crestwood as they'll bring somebody in. See the flag there on the screen. So here comes Shedlock. He's got a one. He's going to break containment. They've got to come up quick. Shedlock on that outside. Horse collar or just shoulders. They got him. So good defense over there. And who was there but number 28? Mark Karkutsky cut him down with 3:15 to go here in quarter number one. John Mendola Show, live high school football. Thank you so much for joining us tonight between Crestwood and Dallas. So Crestwood's going to boot this thing away. They'll send the guy in motion. Special teams, high snap. It's all the way back there. He's going to try to run it, and Dallas is right there. And no face mask. And Dallas with a great opportunity in the special teams department here. They are going to have a first down. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this flag is and how this will affect the possession. Personal foul against Dallas will just back them up. Let's make sure of that. Or is this going to be a first down Crestwood? After the guy. Well, this is a little strange. So Crestwood has to kick it away again, but they get the penalty. So tough luck there for Dallas. They've had problems with the snaps. Another high snap. They send it over. It's a repeat. How about that? And taken down. Great play by Dallas again. Nate Malarkey. So Crestwood's got to figure out the snaps ASAP. And Nate Johns is down there on the sideline, has a report for us.
John, a big play there from really the Dallas special teams. And now for their offense. Parker Ballesta last week with 237 yards, 4 touchdowns on 11 carries, and he thanked his offensive line. Let's see if the running game can get going again in the red zone.
Absolutely, Nate. You're right that Parker Ballesta is going to need a whole lot of him. But Crestwood's been a little stout so far in that first drive. Dallas will try a different look. They're going to try Farrell all the way out here. He's going to be matched up with Brendan Dennis. And then Pacheski is in the slot. Jeske is in the backfield. Ballesta is like a wingback right now. And they'll bring him in motion. Now he'll go back. And they'll look to throw right-hand side. It's up. It's intercepted by the Big Daddy up front. And he's going to be running for a long time. He's got an escort. They're getting rid of people. Finally down the sideline, Pacheski takes down big number 68, Aiden Jardine, and here comes a flag. That was lumbering and slumbering down the sideline from Jardine. Ain't going to get many of them in your career, Aiden, but you did it. And you had a huge turnover there as the pass there was knocked down. Brady Zapaticki really knocked up in the air, so to speak, and taken over right now. And let's see about the flag. Probably a sideline warning. 2:04 on the clock in the first. Want to thank our friends at Amory Sleep Solutions. Full-service sleep apnea testing facility and a private upscale suite covered by your health insurance. Call 570-270-6525. Guys, you know who you are, you stubborn guys. Call for CPAP supplies. That is Amory Sleep Solutions, located on Route 315, right next to Leggio's. Here's Shedlock. Looking to throw. He's going to be sacked. No, he gets away and gives it to his buddy there for a second as Malarkey was all over it. And then somehow one of the other guys got the ball out of Shedlock. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Ball is spotted now at the 28-yard line. $1:42 on the clock. It'll be second down at about 16 now for the Comets of Crestwood. Three receivers over to the right-hand side. Schultz is going to run to the right-hand side. The 6', 275-pound running back. He's got some good yardage, but a flag is down in the area holding. He makes it all the way down to the 14-yard line. But it's coming back as somebody was called for holding here for Crestwood. So Crestwood will send in another guy, try to get a little rotation going. Shedlock looking over the sideline, 1:05 on the clock. As we get a little deeper here into this game in quarter number one at Mountaineer Stadium. Two receivers over to the right-hand side. Shedlock has a dude back there, but somebody moved up front, and that was that right tackle who made that spectacular interception, Aiden Jardine. Thank our friends at McCarthy Tire Service, open tomorrow until 3 o'clock. Oil change, new tires. They got a fantastic car wash at McCarthy Tire Service, Kidder Street in Wilkes-Barre. Manuka Subaru, it's all we do. They're open tomorrow until 2 o'clock. Athletic Republic in Dallas and Music, training for competitive athletes, training for active adults. And then Comets Law, injury attorneys, 570-829-1111, cometslaw.com. Shedlock's looking. He's got time. He's in the pocket. He spun around and taken down. So big, number 56, Lucas Schultz, 6'2", 252. So that'll be the final play of quarter number one. We're having a whole lot of fun here at Mountaineer Stadium, and Nate Johns will take us here into quarter number two. Nate?
So, John, as we get ready for the start of the second quarter, the first quarter ends the same way it started in a tie at 0. The big pick from Crestwood by Aiden Jardine, the team captain and 3-year starter. But Dallas defense holding strong, and we'll see what Crestwood does in the second quarter, and if the Dallas offense will be able to get moving too. John, back up to you.
All right, Nate, thank you so much. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be ready quarter number two here in the John Mendola Show Network. We're back here for quarter number two at Mountaineer Stadium. Crestwood reverse the action, coming over to this side. Bottom of that pile, Karkutsky. .11:45 here after the first play. So Crestwood will have to punt. No points for either squad, as Dallas had fantastic field position. So the snaps have been a tough, sore spot here by Crestwood. Get a good snap. Punt over to the right-hand side, roll. And Dallas will take it. And trying to fight through for a couple of yards there is Pacheski up to the 13-yard line. That is as gutty of a play as you're going to get from a high school football player. As Pacheski's like, you know what, you're right in my face. I don't care. I'm still going to take this. So Dallas will take over and start at around the 15-yard line. So appreciate you joining us tonight here on the John Mendola Show Network. Thank our State Farm insurance agents, especially Melissa Walter, located here in the back mountain, right next to McDonald's. Oh, we have some other State Farm insurance agents that are our friends as well. Frank Sorokac in Juncanec, Jen Ricky Abeloff at Dunmore, Michael Griffith in Dixon City, Matt Daly in Kingston, and Jeremy Baczynski in Drums and Pottsville. Two receivers over to the right, eye backfield here for Dallas. And blown up in the backfield looked like Parker Balesta. So somebody had a monster hit back there. Bibla, you expected him. So Magus Bibla is the real deal up front, wearing that 12. You know who wore 12 back in the day? So you're watching right now, you're like 50 years old. Jimmy McGovern, the superintendent at Lake Lehman, went on to Colgate. Connor McGovern's dad, he wore number 12 for Crestwood back in the day and was a heck of a high school football player, played against him. Dallas tries to run the football again, and up front, Crestwood, pretty stout, number 74, Alex Juszkiewicz. So we've got 10-13 to go. Hard-fought defensive football game. Our student reporter, Nate Johns, that's the way he saw that. We're talking before the game today. He's like, hey, I think this is going to be a defensive game. Nate doing his homework, knowing what he's talking about here. The junior here at Dallas area and wants to be a broadcaster. Going to head to Syracuse. Zapaticki's going long ball. Could Pacheski make the circus catch at a 45-yard line? First down, Dallas. Gorgeous play. If Pacheski could have stayed on his feet, I'm telling you. So you got Shedlock is a heck of a freshman. This is Brady Zapaticki. He's a pretty darn good sophomore. Here he is directing his team. First he told Farrell to go one way. Now he's telling Farrell to come over to the other side. They're trying to hurry it up. Running. And nothing doing over there. Good job by the Crestwood defense. Cole, Kekalachik, and Bibla over there. So Pacheski was on that one. Peters will go over to the left-hand side. Jeski's in the backfield. We'll bring Balesta in motion. He's out in the flat. He'll occupy somebody. They're going deep to Pacheski. One more time. They got him down to the 6-yard line. Zapaticki like it's Velcro to Pacheski's paws just beyond the defenders of the Crestwood Comets. So, man, game number 2 for Brady Zapaticki. He is showing his accuracy like his brother Ryan Zapaticki. And, again, he's told us after the game last week, he's like, listen, I want to be my own man, my own quarterback. But, man, there's some tools in that shed from the Zapaticki. So, Jeski Balesta, eye backfield, 8:34 on the clock. They're going to pitch it to Balesta. Balesta's going to try to work through one. He gets upended right near the 5-yard line. So, a good open field tackle over there by Robert Knight. Knight's 5'9", $140. But stuck his nose in there. 8:16 now on the clock. Appreciate you joining us here on the John Mendola Show Network. Two receivers to the left. Tight end to the right. Eye backfield for Dallas. Play action. They got the guy in the corner. Little late, but he's got his dude. Touch me down, Dallas. Peter Harpersberger. So the guy with the longest name on the team, Harpersberger, touchdown, Dallas. And just like I would have guessed, 13 letters in that last name. And the extra point coming here from Chopiak with 7:46 on the clock. And we got a heck of a football game going on here at Mountaineer Stadium. Extra point coming. Peters will hold as Dallas looking to add that 7th point. Kick is up, and it is right through the upright. 7-0. Our student reporter Nate Johns on the sideline.
John, you saw some big connections there from Brady Zapaticki to Zach Pacheski, but he's not the first Zapaticki to be a quarterback here at Dallas. He's mentored by his brother Ryan Zapaticki, who went on to have a successful career at Shippensburg, and it seems like that talent is rubbing off on Brady, especially on that drive. John, back up to you.
Yeah, he was right on the money, Nate. I mean, those throws were as good as you're going to get for a sophomore. And conversations over on that sideline right now with Zapaticki. He's getting a little drink. Coaches are having that conversation with him. Great job. 7:46 on the clock. Our friends at Dee's Diner, East Main Street in Wilkes-Barre, across from the casino. Fans, hey, it's hard to find a place open past 9 o'clock anymore. Dee's Diner's open all the time, 24 hours, 7 days a week for good food and the convenience of being open when that belly's hungry. Visit your friends at Dee's Diner. So the Mountaineers lead 7-0 here tonight. The John Mendola Show Network. And this is booted all the way down right to the end zone. They're saying right at the 1 yard line. And that gives Crestwood a little momentum out and a nice open field tackle. That is Karkutsky. He's like a special teams guy. I could see him. He wants to play football at the next level. He'd be a good special teams guy. Not the biggest guy, but his nose is always around that football. Fans, if you're looking for a community bank that supports high school sports, check out FNCB Bank. FNCB has 16 locations throughout northeastern Pennsylvania, supports many local teams, including our scoreboard here tonight, FNCB. Stop into any branch or visit fncb.com for a simply better banking experience. FNCB Bank, member FDIC. So here comes Crestwood with their freshman quarterback and their senior running back. And the running back fakes it over to the right-hand side, keeps it. Schultz, he gets stood up right near the 30-yard line. So a classic physical matchup here between these two squads tonight. In our McCarthy Tire game of the night. Tomorrow night, guess what? It's another McCarthy Tire game of the night. Holy Cross, Holy Redeemer from Spartan Stadium. We'll be live tomorrow night. The only game in town, maybe the only broadcast in town tomorrow night. We're going to roll. Here comes Shedlock looking on a deep route coming across the way as that pass intended for Josh Hilp, number 19. Remember when Josh Hilp was a soccer player when he was like 6, 7 years old? Grew up and became a football player. 5'9", Hilp, 130 pounds, still a fit young fella. 6:55 on the clock. Dallas leads by a touchdown tonight here in Mountaineer Stadium on the John Mendola Show Network. Three receivers over to the left-hand side. Here comes Shedlock. He's going to roll over to that side. He's looking to run, and he's got up across the 35-yard line. Some good yardage. So Shedlock showing the freshman legs. They're young. They're talented. The arm's pretty talented as well. 4th down and 3. Force a punting situation here for Crestwood. So Pacheski will head in the ball game and head deep. And getting ready to kick it away will be number 21, Logan Rolls. bring a guy in motion. That'll be Hilp again. Little running punt. This one knuckleball short on the right-hand side. Bounces backwards. And Dallas is going to have fantastic field position at their own 48-yard line. Diamond Manufacturing President Dave Simpson, a Crestwood graduate, but his kids went to Dallas, and you know what? He does a heck of a job. Diamond Manufacturing, international, they're big time. There's no doubt about it. You look at the history of Diamond Manufacturing back in the 60s and 70s, and then they've continued here. And Dave Simpson continuing to grow that business. Diamond lead the company into, hopefully the next who knows how many years. They've been doing it for basically about a century. A secret to Diamond's longevity, he says, is the people. So much has changed in the last century, but what remains the same is Diamond's commitment to delivering high-quality products. Diamond Manufacturing. So here comes Dallas on the right-hand side. Parker Balesa looking for a little seam. He's got a little bit down to the 40-yard line. Another dude to beat. He's got a first down to the 32-yard line. Sideline reporter Nate Johns has something for us. We'll get to Nate in 1 second.
John, a big play there from the Dallas offense. On a big run from Parker Balesta after he was hyping up his offensive lineman on the sidelines, and this offense is now moving as Crestwood goes into a timeout. John, we'll send it back up to you.
Thank you, Nate. We got that report from Nate there on the sideline. 5:33 on the clock, 7-0 is the score. And we'll get to some scores here at Mountaineer Stadium and what's going on in high school football tonight. And, of course, our picks, John Mendola earlier today. We'll see who's winning in some of those picks. And, of course, we're on Froggy 101 today with the Medics. Dad and son team versus dad and son team. So we had a good time with that as well. So Berwick and Valley View, that's a big game. We'll try to check in and get a score on that. Susquehanna leading Montrose 7-0. Johnny took a monster upset in taking Montrose tonight. Hazleton area leading Wallenpaupack. Western Wayne and North Pocono are all tied up. Berwick leading Valley View 7-3. Prep all over West Scranton. Trail leads Lake Lehman and Old Forge right now in a romper room over Nanticoke. Honesdale leading Wyoming area. There's a surprise. And Scranton and Valley West tied up. So right side, who's there but big, number 80 on the swallowing up, Noah Grigas. So I'm going to double check that. That might be Zach, 6'4", 200. Just want to double check and make sure we got the right dude there on the tackle. Double check it with Ryan Arcangeli sent me earlier today. So Dallas will send guys out this way. They're going to screen over to the left-hand side. Jeski's got one guy to beat. What a move by Jeski. Down the sideline he goes. 20, 15, 10. He's out of bounds around the 8-yard line. What a play. That first caught Dylan Jeski, 5'11", $185. Makes the play over there in the screen me for the Dallas Mountaineers. So Noah Marcico is number 80. We'll get that right. Austin Grigas is number 81. So we got that corrected as he is 6'4". Here comes Dallas and Zapatiki. They're going to look to throw. They ain't sitting back. They throw off the back foot. It's up for grabs. Turpak, touchdown. Oh, Turpak's a ball player. Or is that Pacheski? That is Pacheski. They're both ball players, but Zach Pacheski. I thought it was Lucas Turpak. I'm like, what's he doing in on offense? But Zach Pacheski on that circus catch. Remember that earlier one he dropped in the game? He ain't dropping another one. 4:36 on the clock. And here comes the extra point. And it is straight down the middle. 14-0, honey. Our sideline reporter, Nate Johns, is down there.
Zach Pacheski going up into the air, wrestling that one away from the defender. His second touchdown of the season and second touchdown of the game for Dallas to put them up 14-0. John, back to you.
Great job, Nate, our junior reporter for Dallas area. He's all over it. And Zach Pacheski is all over it. 4:36 on the clock. The real deal, Lucille, right here on the John Mendola Show Network are the Dallas Mountaineers against a quality opponent in Crestwood. I want to thank our friends at McCarthy Tire Service, Manuka Subaru, it's all we do. Athletic Republic, locations in Dallas and Moosic. Comets Law, injury attorneys in Wilkes-Barre. Our Carol and Janelle and the pizza capital of the world, Old Forge. Our State Farm insurance agents. Melissa Walter, located right here in the back mountain. Frank Sirokatch in Tunkhannock. Jen Ricky Abeloff, located in Dunmore. Michael Griffin in Dickinson City. Matt Daly in Kingston. Jeremy Baczynski in Drums and Pottsville. Dr. Todd Pacheski and Mendocino's Pizzeria and Ristorante in Daleville from the 2-yard line. Here comes Crestwood. Up, across, and the little cut. They got some wiggle room. We got a flag down. And nice moves over there from Brendan Dennis, the senior. But a flag down should be a cut-me-down block here by Crestwood is my thoughts. 4:25, 4:26 on the clock. As you can see, there is a flag on the play. We're going to talk about it a little bit, these officials, and where we're at. The ball will be spotted at the 31-yard line. So here comes Crestwood, 3 receivers to the left, trailing by 2 touchdowns. They throw it in the flat. They got Schultz. He's their best athlete and gets up across the 37-yard line. So a nice job there by Schultz and Shedlock. Want to thank our friends at Amory Sleep Solutions, full-service sleep apnea testing facility in a private upscale suite covered by your health insurance. Call 570-270-6525 for all of your CPAP supplies. Amory Sleep Solutions. Don't be stubborn. Please get that sleep study. Take care of yourself. Here comes Shedlock, keeping left-hand side. He's still on his feet. He's trying to bit drag. He's got strong ankles as he just would not go down. So Clark Van Orden had him by the ankle. But you remember that drill he used to do? He used to, kick out of the shoe drill. And Shedlock, as a freshman, difficult to take down. 3rd down and short. This is a big 3rd down here for Crestwood. Try to keep this drive going. You're late in the half. You'd like to maybe see if you could punch in a score here because they're in this ball game. They're playing tough. They're physical. I like this Crestwood team tonight, watching them here. 3 receivers over to the right-hand side. Shedlock's going to roll. They're going to seal that corner. Shedlock trying to get wide. It gets past Kirkuski. He's got the 1st down as Turpak comes over with the tackle. Shedlock did a perfect job. So you could see them just trying to get the edge with Shedlock, and they do it again. As now it's a 1st down here for the Comets of Crestwood. Thank our friends at College Coaching Elite. Go to College Coaching Elite in the Facebook page, at College Coaching Elite. You can check them out, collegecoachingelite.com, 570-266-8917. Shedlock now going to throw. Rolling. He's got it, dude, wide open right near the 47-yard line. So coming all the way across, that was Josh Hilp on a little flood route over there. And we got a chain gang mover. We do. So the chain gang's going to take a hike. They'll spot it at the 46-yard line with 2:34 to go here in the first half, and the Mountaineers of Dallas leading by 2 scores. Nate Johns will have Rich Manello before we go into the half. So we're looking forward to that conversation. Here comes Shedlock looking. Got a guy in the flat. He's going to roll to his right. He's got a little bit of wiggle room. Somebody misses, and then he throws a jump pass. Oh, a little over the head over there. Try to get it into Hilp's hands. So he is elusive, this Shedlock, as a 9th grader. Again, you got Brady Zapaticki, the sophomore, and you get to see this 9th grader do his thing. I am so excited. You know, next week we're going to be live at the Wolfpack Stadium. That is going to be unbelievable. That stadium is outstanding, and looking forward to that game as they take on Wallenpaupack next week. You get to watch it here on the John Mendola Show Network. They'll move a guy over to the right-hand side, number 44, Lincoln Bibla. But now we get a timeout. So delay a game there for Crestwood. So Schultz saying, listen, I thought we were set. Didn't know the play from the sideline. That's what a senior will do, trying to communicate there with his coaches and make sure he gets everything he needs. So Schultz will be the quarterback, which he was a quarterback, but he's a quarterback running back here. He's going to roll to his right as expected. Schultz, student body to right. He stretches out Dallas and gets some positive yardage as Dallas tries to chase him down with 2:16 on the clock. I want to thank our friend Mark Farrell from American Capital Finance. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, investor, or a current homeowner, you want to talk to Mark Farrell. He's got some great advice, and he's a true professional. 215-570-2521. That's Mark Farrell with American Capital Finance, NMLS number 142029. Mark Farrell. So here comes Shedlock. He's going to roll to his left. He's got tons of room on the right-hand side. It's going to be him versus Moransky. He's got the room on the right-hand side for the first down and a little bit more. He is a Houdini acting himself. Shedlock with plenty of time on the clock with 2:03. Rich Manello is gonna drive him crazy. Just seeing the scrambling Fran Tarkington-like quarterback. And you know Fran Tarkington, like, you're old. You're old like me because he was back in the day. So those 50, 60, 70-year-old guys, they heard of Fran Tarkington. We are live here tonight on YouTube, on the John Mendola Show Network. Thank you so much for joining us. Fake there. Here comes Shedlock. Steps forward. He fumbles a football. Dallas is going to come up with it. They got a big daddy in their own way. Right-hand side. Down the sideline. Kleintop. He's down to the 35-yard line. Colby Kleintop. 256 pounds of pure muscle. So a tough break there for Crestwood. But Colby Kleintop ran down that right sideline after the fumble recovery. So 2 big daddies tonight. With that, let's head down to our sideline and Nate Johns.
John, a big play there from Colby Kleintop on the fumble recovery and run. You spoke to him last week. We talked about how Coach Manello really preaches the power cleans, and you're seeing it there. John, back to you.
You got that right, Nate. Power cleans are talking about this week. He loves those power cleans, and he is pure muscle, Kleintop. Great job by him. Here comes Zapaticki, going to throw the football. Buck 47 on the clock, out in the flat. He's got an entourage over there. Here's Chesky down the sideline with a blocker inside the 20-yard line. Brady Zapaticki and Chesky making some plays. .140 on the clock. 2 receivers over to the left, including Farrell. Zapatiki has Jeske. He's got Parker Balesta on the right-hand side. Now they'll switch it over. Jeske on the right-hand side. Crestwood showing a forefront and a long count. And we got offsides here on the Comets. So that's discipline. Hey, guys, we're going on two. We're going on two with 1:39 on the clock here in the half. That's tough to do, but Dallas stays disciplined up front. So now we got a timeout on the field. As you could see on the screen, there is the timeout. McCarthy Tire Service open Saturday until 3 o'clock. Oil change, new tires, car wash. Man, you can't beat it. McCarthy Tire Service on Kidder Street in Wilkes-Barre. Manuka Subaru, it's all we do. We're open tomorrow till 2 o'clock. Athletic Republic in Dallas and Music. Training for competitive athletes. They do a great job in training for active adults as well. And then Comets Law, injury attorneys, 570-829-1111. Visit them online, cometslaw.com. So we're back. Dallas and Crestwood. Timeout on the field. $1:39 on the clock. First down and 5 after Dallas got Crestwood to jump. Zapatiki in the backfield. He brings his guy. Number 2, Parker Balesta. They fake it that way. Zapatiki right-hand side gets rid of one, but then gets close to the line of scrimmage. Way to come up quick there. Number 3, Knight for the Comets. So Robert Knight, he is a low tackler. Did a good job again. So second down and short. We'll call it almost 3. They think it's 2. I think it's about 3. Zapatiki, get 1 yard at a time here if you're Dallas. Comets looking to stuff it or create a turnover. Zapatiki's going to roll. He's got people in his can. Oh, what a catch over there by Peters. If he didn't catch it, that was an interception. Disgusting catch by Peters there inside the 3-yard line. Man, I don't know if that was intended for him. He went up and pawed that ball and was able to come up with it. That was almost a scary for Dallas. In the meantime, Crestwood was like licking their chops like, I got this, dude. 54 seconds on the clock. And our sharp, fast reporter on the sideline, Nate Johns, is ready to tell us something. Nate?
That was a volleyball play there by Joe Peters, showing the versatility because Dallas plays him both at receiver and defensive back. So you see the defensive instincts in the hands of a receiver. John, back up to you.
Hey, maybe we'll see Peters in volleyball on the volleyball court in the spring. You know, that was a heck of a play, Nate. 54 seconds on that clock here. You know what I'm thinking about right now? I'm thinking about, you know, this game's over. It's going to be after 9 o'clock. Think of Dee's Diner, because you know what? They'll be open. They're open all the time. 24 hours, 7 days a week. You can't beat it. Located across from the casino. Good food, convenience when you're hungry. You know, like, hey, I heard a little growl. Visit Dee's Diner after the game. Tomorrow morning, you get up at 4:32 in the morning, you go to Dee's Diner. You're hungry at noon? Dee's Diner. 10:30 tonight? Dee's Diner. It's open. 54 seconds on the clock. Dallas doing the heavy look up front. Crestwood packing it in as well. One-on-one receiver over here. They're looking. And no, they give it on the right-hand side. Parker Balesta. Ain't nobody going to stop him. Touchdown, Dallas. 49 seconds here. And Rich Manello, I'm sure, will be excited about his Mountaineers, who look like a complete football team here against a quality opponent in Crestwood. Nate Johns, let's send it to you before the kick.
John Parker Ballesta, his 5th touchdown of the year already, executing on Coach Manello's message of run the ball. Dallas does it there. They're up 21-0. John, back to you.
Thank you, Nate. And the extra point coming here from Chopiak. And Chopiak is money. 21 for Dallas. Nothing for Crestwood here in the John Mendola Show Network. We thank our friends at College Coaching Elite. NEPA families take advantage of 25% off college admissions consulting with a special discount from our sponsor. Offer expires the end of September. CollegeCoachingElite.com. Give them a call, 570-266-8917. There's so many things to do when you're thinking about your kid going to college. Believe me, I went through it this past year. There's a million things. If you could get some advice, College Coaching Elite will help you through that process. Try to get different scholarships, money, sign up for this and that. Get that consultation, 570-266-8917, College Coaching Elite. So here's the kickoff. Chopiak's kick. It's been flirting around the one. This one hits that one again, and Crestwood just says, hey, let it through. So Comets will have 1st and 10 here to end this first half. So here we go. It is the Dallas Mountaineers going to try to play a little bit of defense for 49 seconds. Most people thought, hey, this is a coin flipper game. But Dallas showed what they had last week. They're going to fight to try to be a district champion this year. But Crestwood will have something to say. Crestwood going to run the football. Left-hand side, Schultz follows his blocks. Peters came in hard there at the end. Under 40 seconds to go. So it appears like Crestwood will run the ball, just kind of see what to do here, and they'll have a conversation at halftime and try to correct a couple of boo-boos. But Crestwood's played some tough football. They had a big turnover. They've made some plays tonight, and they have some playmakers. And I like this freshman quarterback. You got to like Schultz. So they'll have to get one more play because the game clock is off a second from the play clock. Right-hand side, Schultz got wiggle room up across the 37-yard line. Goes Crestwood, but the Dallas Mountaineers will run over to the sideline, and they'll get into that locker room. And Nate Johns, let's send it down to him.
In the second quarter, what do you do to keep the momentum?
Well, we get the ball and started the second half, and we got to stay on the gas and keep going, playing our deal. You know, we lost a couple of chances there, but we recovered and made some big plays, and so did they. And it's going to come down up front, as it always does in the second half, and who's in better shape. All
right, thanks, Coach. John, back up to you.
All right, Nate, walking. Coach Manella basically walk him down, give him a little workout down there to the locker room. That's fantastic. As gave us what's up. 21-0 Dallas. Take a timeout. We'll take a break. We'll be back for the second half. We'll take an audio timeout as well. Thank you for joining us here on the John Mendola Show Network. We are back here at Mountaineer Stadium getting ready for the second half. 21-0 Dallas. And it is our McCarthy Tire game of the night. And our student sideline reporter Nate Johns is down there. Nate, let's talk about it.
Ryan, John, one thing Coach Manello highlighted was the line play for Dallas and just winning at the line of scrimmage. And both offensive and defensive lines for Dallas and Crestwood have been playing very physical and have been playing a really outstanding game. And we'll see if it could swing the momentum in the second half or if Dallas just keeps on rolling. John, back to you.
All right, Nate, thank you so much. Yeah, physical play. And, both these coaches, Arcangeli, he played for Manello at Kings. So he knows what it takes. And Manello's, preaching. You got to hit the weight room. You got to move the iron. You got to do all that stuff. He knows. So they're doing the same things up there at Crestwood and moving along as we get ready for the second half tonight between Crestwood and Dallas. Appreciate you joining us here on the John Mendola Show Network. We're driven by McCarthy Tire Service. Want to thank our friend Tracy Zarola from Lewitt and Freeman Real Estate, representing buyers and sellers in the Back Mountain and West Side. 570-696-0723. Tracy Zarola, a consistent top producer. When you think of buying or selling a home, think of Tracy Zarola from Lewitt and Freeman. So we're getting ready here to kick it off, and Dallas will get it. Do you go onside kick? Do you try something crazy? Or do you just try to see if you could improve here in the second half? Let's see what Crestwood does. They boot it away deep. This will go to Pacheski down to the 9-yard line. Pacheski got on the move. Pacheski's got a lane. Pacheski's got some wiggle room, and he's got it out to the 45-yard line. Zach Pacheski, the junior. You remember Ormondo here for Dallas. Well, Pacheski's kind of like that guy and just has a lot of different things, get different tools he uses, and it works for him. Want to thank our friends at Amory Sleep Solutions, full-service sleep apnea testing facility and a private upscale suite covered by your health insurance. Hey, it's covered. Do it. Listen, hey, not only guys have some sleep issues, ladies as well. 570-270-6525 for all your CPAP supplies. Amory Sleep Solutions, located on Route 315 in Wilkes-Barre, right near the Woodlands. Leggio's, some of those places. Second down and 8 after Balesta gets 2.5. We're in quarter number 3 here tonight. We thank you so much for joining us here on the John Mendola Show Network. Live on YouTube. Right-hand side. Balesta in the Crestwood territory. So carries that football for about 5 yards. Going to bring up third down. So Bibla and Jones in on that stop. We'll get to you some high school football scores from tonight. Dallas, eye backfield, long count, and that discipline up front draws the Comets off for a first down. So you get to week 2 and Zapatiki working it. And that's just a simple thing. You don't see high school football teams do that too often. That is one of the best things. I used to love that because it just takes your team to another level. Say, hey, we're a disciplined team. We can do this. And it gives you an automatic first down. Hazleton area leading 13-0. Here is Zapatiki. Screamy right-hand side. Jeske again. And down to the 35, maybe the 34-yard line. It'll be second down and short here for Dallas with 10:06 on the clock. Thank our friend Mark Farrell, American Capital Finance. Mark Farrell, NMLS number 142029. Give Mark Farrell a call. 215-570-2521. Mark Farrell, Parker Balesta taken down from behind from Bibla. So Bibla threw his body in the air and able to take down Balesta. So Magnus Bibla showing some muscle up front for Crestwood. He's been a tough hombre for the Comets of Crestwood tonight. Lakeland all over Carbondale. 37, Zipperoni. Here comes Zapatiki. The blitz is on. He's got to be sacked at a packed back at the 45-yard line. So a great job by Crestwood. They brought the heat. So Antosh, here is the replay of that. And how about that here on the John Mendola Show Network? You get to see it not once but twice. Brendan Dennis and Michael Antosh. Exciting times here on the broadcast. So the punting formation here for Dallas. And Crestwood has the start they wanted, playing some defense. This will bounce right. Yeah, it's going to go into the end zone. So a good job by Pacheski with the punt. 8:24 on the clock. Lakeland now goes up one more score. They've got 44. Susquehanna, 3 touchdowns better than Montrose. Old Forge all over Nanticoke. Honesdale leading Wyoming area by 7 at the half. Thank you, Matt Bufano, giving us a little info. So here comes Crestwood now. First possession, second half. Schultz, right-hand side, is going to run the football. He got some positive yardage and rolls across the 27-yard line. So Crestwood says, listen, we're going to now try to go heavy and run it. Like Shedlock and his ability to run the football, get the edge in that first half. 2nd down and 4. So let's see what Crestwood does here with 7:49 on the clock. They'll shift it around just a little bit. 2 guys looking to get the football. They get it to Schultz. Schultz finds a hole. No, it is on that right hand. Made a cut back was Brendan Dennis. Let's head down. Nate Johns has a report for us.
So, John, a big defensive play for Crestwood to get the ball back and allow their offense to get back on the field. And it's a defense with experience that returns 9 starters from last season. John, back up to you.
Thank you, Nate. So that was a different look at Crestwood as Brendan Dennis, the 6', 170-pound senior, got the football, got the first down for the Comets. Schultz is back there. He's going to run on the right-hand side. He looks for a lane. He's got a little wiggle room, and he gets across the 35-yard line. So Crestwood saying, hey, we're going to try to match up and get physical and run the football here. They get up to the 36-yard line. 6:55 on the clock here in quarter number 3. Crestwood, right-hand side, Dennis. Dennis finds some room. He's got a first down, a little bit more running physical. So a good job by Brendan Dennis. And now we got flags all over the place there in that physical play. Let's see how they sort this out. Well, thank our friends at McCarthy Tire Service. Open Saturday. Face mask against Dallas. Until 3 o'clock. Need an oil change, new tires. Fantastic car wash. 340 Kidder Street in Wilkes-Barre. That is McCarthy Tire Service. Manuka Subaru, it's all we do. They're open tomorrow until 2 o'clock. Athletic Republic, 2 locations in Dallas and Moosic, training for competitive athletes and training for active adults. And then Comets Law, injury attorneys, 570-829-1111. That's cometslaw.com. 6:18 on the clock. And Crestwood benefits from pounding the football and a penalty here against Dallas. Another boo-booed snap and a smart play by the freshman. Shedlock had just fallen on. Didn't try to make too much of it, but we'll see this again. And again, just another miscue. They've had trouble with snaps tonight, and it just kind of went through the hands there, as you see from Shedlock on the replay here on the John Mendola Show Network. 5:40 on the clock. Third quarter, 21-0 Dallas. Two receivers over to the left-hand side. Now they're thinking, let's throw the football. Here comes Shedlock. He's going to roll around the corner like he does. Kleintop's coming hard and pushed out of bounds. That was actually Lucas Schultz. Schultz saying he needs a quick breather. And we'll bring in number 77, who did a good job last week, John Cummings. Well, Cummings did not come in. Thought Cummings was the guy they were pointing to. Archie Stevens gets in there. So third down and forever right now for Crestwood. They'll bring the guy in motion. Schultz is going to follow on the right-hand side. Reverse the action. Schultz, he's got a lane over there on third down and 29. He's going to go for the score. But a flag is down on the field. Oh, this is going to deflate Crestwood if it's a hold. Holding Crestwood. Oh, that hurts if you're a Comet fan. So let's look at the replay over there. And you just see the guy taking the guy downfield, and the referee was right in front of it. So unfortunate doings. As Schultz, it was really 3rd and 24, a 54-yard touchdown jaunt for naught. Tough deal there. Man, this replay thing is fantastic. Love it. Fortunate here on the John Mendola Show Network. We'll get you some scores here tonight. 14-0. Honesdale over Wyoming area. That could be the upset of the night. Who would have thunk it? $20-0 Hazleton area over Paw Path. Well, here comes Crestwood. Schultz is going to keep it. Can he find a lane like he just found? He gets taken down across the 47-yard line. So a good stick over there. Karkutsky coming up off the bottom of that pile with the put his shoulder down and did what he had to do. Fans, if you're looking for a community bank that supports high school sports, check out FNCB Bank. FNCB has 16 locations throughout Northeast PA and supports many local teams, including the scoreboard here in Dallas. Stop into any branch. Visit fncb.com for a simply better banking experience. FNCB Bank, member FDIC. Josh Hill will go in motion on the punt. Rolls with a beautiful kick down right in Pacheski's hands. He bobbles it quickly but gets it up to the 27-yard line. He's mad at himself. But it'll be first down here for DALLAS Dallas. I want to thank Dave Simpson from Diamond Manufacturing for his support tonight. He's a Crestwood alum. Kids went to Dallas, successful careers, down to Susquehanna, and Diamond Manufacturing has been a business that's been around an awfully long time, and they do a great job across North America. Become the largest perforator in North America, among the top 5 in the world. Diamond Manufacturing. Dave Simpson, thank you. Straight ahead run. Parker Ballesta going up towards the 34-yard line. So positive yardage here for Dallas. A little clock chew time. Under 4 minutes here in the third. Here on the John Mendola Show Network. High backfield here for Dallas. Almost jump up front, discipline there, and met straight as he got the ball. Who you guessing, Bibla? Magnus Bibla. He is just, you try to get a one-on-one matchup, man. He is tough as nails. Third down. I told you the Magnus Bibla's father's story and talked about him wearing Jimmy McGovern's number 12 and all kind of great stories. Crestwood looks like they're bringing the heat. Zapaticki looks over to the sideline. Wait, what kind of call do we have here with the heat? Third down and 4. 5 seconds on the play clock. They're going to reroute. They're going to redo. They're going to throw the football down the middle to Pacheski. A little overshot. Well, not a bad look there by Brady Zapaticki. He wanted to go for it on fourth down. Just an overshot there as they tried to clear out that middle for Pasevich. Or Pacheski, that is. Appreciate you joining us here on the John Mendola Show Network on YouTube. Giving you tonight's game. Pacheski's kick taken right at the 30 by Schultz. He's dangerous. Right-hand side. He's got an entourage. Schultz down the sideline. Breaks an arm tackle. Schultz still going. And Schultz could take this thing to the house. No flags on the field. He takes it all the way. Noah Schultz. Instant oatmeal for him. Noah Schultz showing what he's got as he got it right near that 30-yard line. Broke a couple of tackles, as you see here on the replay. And then he takes it down the sidelines to pay dirt. And the go-to guy for Crestwood finishes that. So we'll get the extra point here coming for Crestwood. So what a job there. Here's Rolls. Dallas saying, hey, we need one more player. Come on out. Somebody's missing. Here in the extra point as Noah Schultz splashes. .2:30 on the clock. 21-6. Crestwood gets on that scoreboard. The kick is up. Ain't too pretty, but it's good. 21-7. Nate Johns has a report for us on the sideline.
Big kick return there for Noah Schultz. And I can hear it from down here. That re-energized the Crestwood sidelines and the fan base. And let's see if that's enough to turn the momentum and get Crestwood even more back into this game. John, back to you.
Thank you, Nate. 21-7 is the count. So a great job there. 2:30 on the clock. Take a quick timeout. We'll be right back. Crestwood on that onside kick, but it is recovered up front here from Dallas. So good hands there by number 86, Cole Riggle. 6 foot, 178-pound sophomore tight end. Dee's Diner, across from the casino. They are open 24/7. 10:33, 1:23 in the morning, 3 o'clock, you're coming back. They'll be open, Dee's Diner, 24/7. Head down to the sideline, Nate Johns.
They're going for the onside kick. Coach Manello, before the third quarter started, warned his team about the potential of the onside kick. And thankfully for Dallas, they were ready for that one. John, back to you.
All right, we get right to Brady. Zapaticki gives it. No, he fakes it. On Jeski, Zapaticki's got a little room and a first down for Dallas. Is he okay? Took a bad step there with that leg. Zapatiki now on the carpet. I hope he's okay and it's a cramp, as that one leg kind of got dragged down there. So Coach Manello and those guys are going to look here at Zapatiki. So let's look over here on the replay. Just kind of fell a little awkwardly, but he went right for the leg. And hopefully this is not a serious injury here for Dallas, as they're stretching him out now. That's a good sign that it is a cramp. I'm hopeful of that. And, of course, I'm sure fans and players on both sides, nobody wants to see anybody get injured. That's for sure. 2:21 on the clock. So Dallas will come in with a little different look. Want to thank our friends at McCarthy Tire Service. They're open tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Oil change, new tires. Hey, we got to start thinking about the fall and winter season. And then you're looking for a car wash. Man, the weather has just been fantastic. Why not check out McCarthy Tire Service and that car wash? Want to thank our friends at Manuka Subaru. It's all we do. Open tomorrow till 2. The Athletic Republic, Dallas and Music, training for competitive athletes. Listen, you want your son or daughter to get better? Check out Athletic Republic. They'll talk to you about maybe getting some training in for your son or daughter, and then training for active adults as well. And then Comets Law, injury attorneys, 570-829-1111, cometslaw.com. Long stretch here for Dallas. And there's 2:21 on the clock. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be right back. So Zapatiki got the first down here. Bring a guy out after the huddle. Officials seem to be okay with it. As Zapatiki takes a break, and right-hand side, they run the football. Bibla coming up. And Bibla shows the sportsmanship there with Parker Balesta. And now Balesta looks like he's walking a little gingerly there. I'm not sure he's got a cramp as well. I think Parker should probably just say, hey, Coach, I got to come out. I got a cramp over there. He's walking with like a peg leg. 1:44 on the clock. He's a tough kid, but you got to be smart. Now they'll give it on the left-hand side. Balesta with a cramp, still running down to the 25-yard line for a first down before he got the long John Silverleg knocked out. Let's see what Parker Balesta could do. Left-hand side, a little bit of a gimp, a limp. He's got first down yardage on the replay and a little more. And Dallas is a chain gang a moving. Buck 16 now on the clock here in the third. Right-hand side, they carry the football. And carrying it strongly over there is guess who? Parker Balesta. So second down and about 5 here with 49 seconds to go in quarter number 3. Our quarterback replacement right now for Zapatiki is 19 Nate Malarkey. He's a sophomore. Nice job there by Dallas. Once again, first down. So Parker Balesta Show of the muscle. 16 seconds on the clock here. And the third quarter is going to come to a close. They'll come over to the sideline. They'll talk to Rich Manello. The clock will run out. And we will be ready to go for quarter number 4. So we thank our friend from American Capital Finance, Mark Farrell. Looking to do something about your current mortgage? You're a homeowner, investor, a home buyer. Check out Mark Farrell, 215-570-2521. Mark Farrell, NMLS number 142029 for American Capital Finance and Mark Farrell. And our sideline reporter, Nate Johns, is getting ready to tell us something in a moment here. We're going to go down to him as we get ready for quarter number 4. But before that, I want to tell you about our friends at Amory Sleep Solutions. They do a fantastic job. And, you know, a lot of people don't want to accept CPAP. You know, you talk to the experts over at Mike Amory at Amory Sleep Solutions. They're a full-service sleep apnea testing facility. So you get there, you get your testing done. It's a private upscale suite. It's covered by your health insurance. You give it a call, 570-270-6525. Mention, hey, I heard about the CPAP thing. What do I need to do, Mike? Well, tell them that you heard it on the John Mendola Show. You give them a call, 570-270-6525 for all your CPAP supplies and to get that testing done. And listen, if you're not getting a good night's sleep like most of us, you know, it's important to get that taken care of, whether you're a lady or a guy. Call Amory Sleep Solutions and get some answers. Let's head down now. Nate Johns has a story for us.
So, John, coming up here, we have a big series for the Dallas offense and the Crestwood defense. Dallas looking to put the game potentially out of reach, and Crestwood hoping their defense can keep them in it. Let's see how it goes. John, back to you.
Thank you, Nate. And back in that ball game is Zapatiki now. Well, Nate Johns is texting me and keeping me informed, saying looks like he's ready to go back in. So we appreciate the junior student here at Dallas area, Nate Johns. A little quick make trap there. Jeske goes forward. So he gets down to maybe the 7-yard line. So it is 21-7. Crestwood score was on a special teams play by Noah Schultz, and a fantastic play at that. We'll get to some scores here late in this ball game as we're flying through it here, as Crestwood has traveled well up here to Dallas in our McCarthy Tire game of the night. Parker Balesta makes a move. He's still carrying people with him to the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas! So the Mountaineers of Dallas punch one in from 8 yards. Here's the replay on this. It's Parker Balesta, finds a little seam, and guess what? He churns those legs and twists into the end zone for yet another score for Dallas. So here comes the extra point from Jopiak. Peters will hold. Berwick leading Valley View 14-3 tonight. Appreciate you joining us here in the John Mendola Show Network on YouTube. The kick is up, and it is good. Nate Johns, our junior reporter on the sideline. Nate?
And we're seeing it again, John. Those power cleans are really coming in handy. Parker Balesta, his 6th rushing touchdown of the year, and a great job by the Mountaineers offensive line in winning at the line of scrimmage. John, back to you.
Nate, you're absolutely correct. That weight room, that's all you hear Manello preach. We'll hear it again at the end of the game, him talking to his team. But they are ground and pound right now, and Balesta is kind of taken over, if you will. I want to thank our friends at Diamond Manufacturing, President Dave Simpson. This business has been in business forever. And, of course, people know the Flack family. Charles Flack back in the 60s and 70s, and Rusty Flack, became the president. And, it's a great company, and they're one of the biggest in North America and in the world, for that matter. But Dave Simpson, he's the president, and he is a Crestwood alum, but kids went to Dallas, a Dallas fan, and we thank Dave Simpson for his support tonight. This goes all the way down to the 5-yard line. And here comes Crestwood Schultz. He's dangerous on the punt return. How about on the kick return up to the almost 30-yard line? So a nice job there by Noah. So we're getting late in this contest, 11-11 on the clock. Thank our local State Farm insurance agents, including our friend Melissa Walter, located here in the Back Mountain. And then we have Frank Sorokatch up the road in Tunkhannock. We got Michael Griffin located in Dixon City. Jen Ricky Abeloff in Dunmore. Matt Daly just down the road there in Kingston. And our friend Jeremy Baczynski, fantastic guy, locations in Drums and in Pottsville. 3 receivers over to the right-hand side. They'll throw it in the flat to Schultz. Schultz looking to make a move. He makes one move. He cuts back across the middle, and Dallas is chasing him up to the 36-yard line. 10:58 to go. It is 28-7. Advantage Dallas. Left-hand side, Shedlock will keep. Shedlock gets around the corner very well, and he's got a first down for Crestwood. Old Forge all over Nanticoke, 42-0. Scranton Prep right now all over West Scranton. Got a beautiful large bug in the stands. Everybody's going a little bananas over. And I think they swatted it down. It looked like a bat. Here's Schultz on the right-hand side from Shedlock and stood up over there. What a great tackle by number 19 for Dallas, Nate Malarkey. That would have been a nice replay. The bug diving in on the fans. I felt bad. This poor lady, a couple years in age there, and I was like diving for her. Like, oh, man, not her. And then some big dude, like a 300-pound guy, like knocked it down. So I think we got the big monster bug out of the stands. Hazelton all over Wallenpaupack tonight. North Pocono now 2 touchdowns better than Western Wayne. Mount Carmel leads Dunmore by a couple scores. Lehman and Trail tied up at 8 apiece. Scranton a 1 score better than Valley West, and Honesdale is now up 2 scores. Riverside leading Mid-Valley by a score. And the Wolfpack 13-7 over Abington Heights. So Abington playing tough. 9:32 on the clock. Getting a little hungry. Dee's Diner, 24/7. They're open all the time. They don't close. It's a tough gig right now, you know. You get hungry. It's a little late. Like, hey, who's open? Dee's Diner. You getting up early tomorrow morning? Dee's Diner. It's right near the casino. Good food and the convenience of being open when that tummy's growling. Visit our friends at Dee's Diner. Did you see their new food truck? It is unbelievable. So you could give Dee's Diner, maybe have some kind of fundraiser or something up or a big event. Dee's Diner will bring that truck right out to you. Give Dee's Diner a call. They'll bring Schultz in motion. They're at the 50-yard line, 9:32 on the clock. They throw right to Schultz in the flat. It's double pass. They're going for Hilp for money, and a little too much to the sideline. So Hilp had to come all the way across the field. I like the idea there for Crestwood, but that execution was a little tough. You got a coaching staff you don't want to mess with. You got Sentak over there on that sideline. Monster. Played at Bloomsburg. Probably should have been an NFL player. Just, like one break away. And then you got Bibla, who played in the NFL. There's a couple other guys that are pretty good size over there for Crestwood as well. And Arcangeli, of course, played for Manello at Kings. But good guys, and good to see those guys coaching and giving back here. Here is Schultz, left-hand side. He's got room. Closing his Peters over there. And Schultz gets down to the 45-yard line. So it'll be 4th down now and a few. And I think if you're Crestwood in this position with 9:09 on the clock and you're down 3 scores, you've got to go for it. Well, he didn't get a great spot. I thought it was going to be closer to 4th and 2.5. It is now 4th and 4 for Crestwood. Do you draw him off sides? That's one thought. Or do you just run the football with Noah Schultz or Shedlock around the corner? It's going to be Schultz. Fakes right, goes left. He's got the first down, and he's going down the sideline. And Schultz gets taken down around the 15-yard line. Guess what? Let's see that again. Schultz, student body left, gets that first down, and then he finally gets wrestled down right around that 15-yard line. Noah Schultz, as advertised, he is a senior and a ball player. 8:28 on the clock. Crestwood staying in this. Hey, they could get this score. They're only down 2 touchdowns, so this is a big drive here late in this game, saying we still have a chance. We're not quitting, and that's the first thing you like if you're a coach. Right-hand side now. Goes the Comets. Jeske and crew over there to help on the stop, but not before Schultz gets some yardage. No, that's Dennis again. So Dennis on the carry has slipped in there. Dennis has been effective. I like what this senior brings to Crestwood, a different element in Brendan Dennis. So Shedlock out to the far right-hand side. The quarterback, Dennis, back there. He's going to run on the right-hand side. He's looking again around the corner. He gets hit, and then he still goes and inside the 9-yard line. Coming up with the tackle over there for Dallas, once again, number 19, Nate Malarkey. Malarkey's one of those guys I want to talk to. He's just made some plays and kind of a, unsung guy. 7:26 on the clock. We'll send Shedlock over to the far left. So Schultz not currently in the game. Hilp is the slot receiver on the left-hand side. Dennis now calls for the ball. And he goes on the right-hand side, follows his blocking down to the 5-yard line. So Brendan Dennis effective and gets some positive yardage over there with 7:03 on the clock. So 1st and goal here for Crestwood. Got to have a little sense of urgency here, I think, with 6:53 to go. Obviously, you want to be sure you're able to punch this thing in. But you're down 3 scores. You want to get 1 on the board and, onside kick or what have you to try to get a couple more. Schultz back in the ball game. Schultz, left-hand side, follows his blocking. He's got a surge. Noah Schultz is short. Oh, he's down inside the 1-yard line with 6:25 to go. So 2nd and goal here for Crestwood. Schultz, left-hand side. He ran into a brick wall over there. Lucas Schultz, you ain't getting in. So Schultzy with the play with 5:59 to go. Huge defensive stop there by Schultz. 3rd down now here for Crestwood as the call comes from the sideline. Well, Dallas showing a little fortitude. In the meantime, Crestwood saying, we're going to find a way here. Shedlock's got Schultz right next to him. Shedlock's going to roll to the left-hand side. Shedlock waltzes into the end zone. Touchdown, Crestwood. So you try some different stuff, and the Comets score. Makes it 28-13. And now Rolls will go for the extra point here for Crestwood. And the extra point is up, and it is right down the middle. So a nice job there by Crestwood. 28-14, they're still in at 5:34 on the clock. Thank our friends at McCarthy Tire Service. Manuka Subaru, it's all we do. Athletic Republic, locations in Dallas and Music. Comets Law, injury attorneys. Our Carol and Janelle, the pizza capital of the world, Old Forge. That takeaway kitchen is outstanding. And our State Farm insurance agents, including our friend Melissa Walter, here in the back mountain, Dr. Todd Pacheski. As we head down to the sideline, Nate Johns has a report. Nate?
And again, we come back to the major theme of this game with the line play. Jaden Shedlock able to find the hole and take it in for a Crestwood touchdown to bring him within 2 scores. John, back to you.
Thank you, Nate. Absolutely a great job by the freshman quarterback. And again, he played good in the first half. They kind of went a little bit more committed to the running game. But then he comes up with that play. So you got to think hands team up front. You got Peters, Karkutsky, Pacheski, Farrell up front here for Dallas. You pooch it. Got Mike Lewis up here as well. So Dallas, do you go to the huddle and just let it go right now? Let's see. Try every wrinkle you could possibly get. Now you could pooch this thing to the 25 and just try to run to it and see if you could get Dallas stuck a little bit. And they onside it legit, and they go right down. So great job over there by Farrell. That's the way you coach it, and that's the way you execute it. Nick Farrell, proud of you, young man, as a junior. Coach says, hey, you catch the ball, you go down. He does it, and it works here for Dallas with 5:34 on the clock. You could join us all week on the John Mendola Show YouTube channel. We'll have interviews for you. Of course, our picks. Pick up a copy of our football magazine. I mean, it's a collector's item. In 10 years, you're going to be like, man, back in the day, I was really good. Look at this. It could be you. It could be some grandpa, some grandma, Uncle Jimmy, whoever it is. Get a copy of our football magazine every year. They're at McCarthy Tire Service and many more locations. Right-hand side carry and just a few yards and a little bit of a clock chewer here for Dallas. So Parker Balesta gets that. If you're out here in the back mountain, you want to get a copy, you got Melissa Walter. State Farm, you could grab a copy right now. Athletic Republic, locations in Music in Dallas. I told you about McCarthy Tire Service. You got Manuka Subaru, it's all we do. Pick up a copy of Dee's Diner, located in Plains. Comets Law, Public Square in Wilkes-Barre. Dallas now let's try to run it out. They run on that left-hand side near the 50-yard line. 4:42 to go. And you can hear Rich Manello right now. He'll tell me after this game if Dallas is able to win this. We did it in the weight room. You're right, Rich. You're right, buddy. But over on that other side, Coach Ryan Arcangeli, those guys, they've prided themselves in the weight room. You see what Magnus Bibla has done tonight. He's been a physical player. And the rest of this Crestwood team up front, they're pretty good. Beat Valley View last week. Berwick right now beating them. There's some good teams in the upper level here. Right-hand side, Parker Balesta. He's got a first down. And a little bit more. Parker Balesta exploding down to the 28-yard line. Student body right. You're saying, hey, John, I'd like to see that play again. We'll show it to you. Right-hand side, Parker Balesta. You see the entourage there. And just pure, absolute muscle and speed from number 2 for the Dallas Mountaineers. 3:44 on the clock. Two receivers over to the left-hand side. 2-touchdown lead here for Dallas. Zapatiki had a cramp earlier. He's back in the ball game. Long count here. Play clock going down. You see it's at 8. We'll reset. Put your money on it's going to Parker Ballesta. Right-hand side. He's taking people with him on a little spinneroni. Right near a first down. Going to be short. Second down, a little itsy-bitsy here for DALLAS Dallas. So we thank Mark Farrell from American Capital for supporting us tonight. NMLS number 142029. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, investor, or current homeowner looking to lower your rate and term, contact Mark Farrell. Left-hand side. They run into a wall, but Parker Ballesta goes forward for a first down. Mountaineers. 2:35 and counting here for Dallas. I want to tell you one more time about our friend Mike Amory and Amory Sleep Solutions. Full-service sleep apnea testing facility in a private upscale suite. Hey, it's covered by your health insurance. Give them a call, 570-270-6525. They've got all your CPAP supplies. You've been waiting how long to get a good night's sleep? I'm telling you, if you do this, you'll get a better sleep. Amory Sleep Solutions. Left-hand side, Parker Ballesta dragged from behind, but he's carrying somebody with him down to the 8-yard line. So Bibla and Ballesta, those two going head-to-head. Ballesta's like a horse right now, and he's tired. But when you carry the ball like he does and you run as physical as he does, right now I hear Rich Manello in the huddle. He's not happy. He's preaching to these guys, listen, I'm going to challenge you right now. We got 1:55 on the clock. You got to seal the deal. You got to be more physical than them up front. He's getting into them. There's no doubt about it. But that's what he does. He's that guy. We're gonna run power football. You're darn right you are, Richmond. Oh, that's what this guy dreams of. There ain't no sheep going through. $1:55 on the clock here tonight. Want to thank our crew tonight. Jay and Johnny, they've been fantastic tonight, pulling this off. And, of course, our student reporter on the sideline, Nate Johns. That kid is something. He's a talented young man here, and the Dallas community is very fortunate to get him. He's got a bright future. He's a junior. Wants to head to Syracuse University for broadcasting, so maybe he'll say hi to the little guys like me in a couple of years. So here comes Dallas now with $1:55 to go. Two receivers to the left, eye backfield. Ballesta right-hand side and Ballesta inside the 5-yard line. There ain't no throwing the ball. We're going to run the football. 1:49 now on the clock. One final thank you to our friend Dave Simpson, the president of Diamond Manufacturing. So it's one of those companies that one of the best companies in the world. So what they've done at Diamond Manufacturing for a long, long time under the Flax, and then now Dave Simpson is the president there. We appreciate his support. Again, a Crestwood alum, but his heart's in Dallas. And thank you again, Dave Simpson from Diamond Manufacturing. Left-hand side, Parker Ballesta. Parker Ballesta touched me down, Dallas. With 1:07 on the clock, there was no doubt, little doubt, that you're going to bet against Parker Ballesta. And again, he looks a little bit like his jersey's dirty on a turf field. He's carrying people with him into the end zone. Coming over to the sideline. Parker Ballesta coming over to the bench right here. He's having a seat number 2. You see him down there. He deserves a little bit of rest right now. There's no doubt. What a great job by Parker Ballesta. Pacheski talking to him saying, hey, where are we going after the game? I'm hungry. D's Diner. All right, here comes the extra point for Dallas. Chopiak, kick is up, and it is absolutely gorgeous. Right through the uprights. Nate Johns, he's running over and says, listen, I think I'm gonna get a little report coming up here. He's gonna talk to us here in the next 30 seconds, I'm sure, Nate, as he's hustling to talk to some of the players after the game. So Nate Johns, our student reporter, he is in 11th grade from Dallas area. I want to thank Mike Richards and Matt Samuel here at Dallas. And, of course, Bill Gartrell, fantastic tech guy here at Dallas. I don't make him like him. Bill has really done a great job out here at Dallas as well, making sure everything works to perfection. And then Bonnie Manello, her job, and the coaching staff here at Dallas. 1:07 on the clock. 35-14 is the score. Beautiful kick there by Chopiak. It'll go down right to the 10-yard line. And they got a little bit of head of steam. And who's got it over on this right-hand side? Dennis. And he's a good look. I like Schultz and Dennis in that backfield. This Crestwood team, let's think about this. They're in week 2. But they might be a different team in week 9, 10, playoffs 11. This team, you get a score like this, 35-14, it could be a different look going down the road as we see the return again from Dennis. What a good job he has done tonight to be a different flavor for Crestwood. College Coaching Elite. Go to College Coaching Elite Facebook page. Northeastern Pennsylvania families, take advantage of 25% off of college admissions consulting. 570-266-8917. You can visit them online, collegecoachingelite.com. There's tons of info there. You got a kid going to college, you want to give them a call. Left-hand side, they give it to Brady Davidson. 46 seconds on the clock. Appreciate you joining us here on the John Mendola Show Network. A couple of receivers over to the right-hand side now. And Dallas will just try to get a set, and they'll keep it over on the left-hand side. That'll be the quarterback, Jason Swank, and Swank will go down near the 50. And that'll be the final play of the game here. So appreciate all the support from our sponsors tonight and giving you live high school football here on the John Mendola Show Network. The final score, Dallas area 35, Crestwood 14. That is going to wrap things up here at Mountaineer Stadium tonight. Next week, super excited about the Wolfpack. They'll be at home against Wallenpaupack. One final report from our student reporter, Nate Johns.
So, John, we're down here on the Dallas sideline. Talked to Zach Pacheski, Brady Zapaticki. They said it feels good to be 2-0. We talked to Parker Balesta, and he said Sunday, they got to get back in the weight room. John, we'll send it back up to you to close it out.
Oh, you got it, Nate. I figured you'd tell me they were going to hit that weight room on Sunday with Manello. Oh, that is funny. So, final score, 35-14. Thank you so much for joining us here in the John Mendola Show Network. Tomorrow night, Holy Cross, Holy Redeemer, live here in the John Mendola Show Network. Thank you so much for joining us. It is the McCarthy Tire Game of the Night.